There we go. Let's see. This is. Let me adjust that. There we go. Good morning, good morning. It is extremely early for me. Aphips, Diver Cat, Lawful Meteor, Space. Good morning. Here we are. Here we are doing a thing, and anybody else that isn't chatting and just lurking, good morning to you. Craft Steve-O, good morning. Good morning. Ricky, good morning. How you doing? Scrub Lord, good morning as well. So, we've got a little bit to talk about. We've got, we've had some minor issues and minor setbacks. So what I wanted to do today, we can still kind of do, but on a smaller scale. Maybe. Meaning, this is all the mud I have in my inventory, and we will talk about that momentarily, but first, of course, we need to talk about the skins, the theme, the stream weekend stream. Hello, everybody. My name is Zap, the luchador from the Nether. Shout out to JC for making these skins. This thing's awesome. Simmer down over there, pup. Dog's being a little wild. So yeah, that's the stream theme. I don't know why. We probably had a meeting about it, but I wasn't there. What is going on here? Okay, there we go. So, as far as the dirt goes, hi Keen, good morning. If you remember just a few days ago, maybe you were there, maybe you were not. We did grab the ghasts and finished out fixing up of the farm here. Which I may have made a mistake with these guys because I didn't put them on powered rails. I put them on regular rails. I was going to do some AFKing, but it was a whole thing. It's been a whole thing. It became a whole thing, and I could not turn all of this dirt into mud because I was planning on doing a very long AFK session, right? The work schedule that I'm working right now has me working about 3 hours away from the house, Monday through Thursday, which isn't a bad little schedule. But, that's going to change very, very soon. But that's near here nor there. My point is, it gets to be a little bit of a pain packing up the computer Monday morning or Sunday night, setting it up Monday night, playing a couple of nights, packing it back up on Wednesday night, yada, 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 yada. You get the point. So, here's what I was going to do this last week. It's early. It's very early. We need to find a bed. Do I have one over here? It's all rainy and dreary and blech. I don't. Which means I have it in my inner chest, so we'll go back over here. I have one in the mansion. The Addams family house. So let's go sleep the rain away. Good morning, Juliana. See you in there. Did I miss anybody? I did not. I don't think so. Okay, there we go. Oh, get out of the spider webs. So my plan for the week as far as content was going to be Monday. I was going to work on a video and probably get a good portion of that video done. Tuesday we did the stream, I'm sorry. Let's back up. This was a weird week because of the holiday, right? So Monday I was home with a hurt back. Tuesday I was going to record a good portion of an episode, and then Wednesday I was going to stream and get the ghasts back in the gas blaster. And then Thursday night I had planned on finishing the recording and then AFKing. I was even potentially looking at an overnight AFK session, which is quite the nerve-wracking thing when it comes to the gas blaster, just in case things went wrong. But that was the plan. I also had planned to do a bunch of streaming last weekend, but as you guys know, the back was all messed up. Ooh. We definitely need to... You know what? I don't care. I don't care. I was going to say we need to cover all of this up, but I don't care. We're not going to worry about it. But yeah, the back was all messed up last week. And I didn't get to do the things that I wanted to do. I was starting to feel better Tuesday, so I was able to sit down and do some recording. We did do the live stream like I planned on Wednesday. And when we were streaming on Wednesday, I noticed that my mic was weird. On the bottom of the mic, I got like a little knob that you can turn back and forth, and I think it's a gain. And I turned that thing all the way up because my voice is inherently low anyway. Those that have watched YouTube videos and stuff from me for a long time know that we used to have some pretty major audio issues. And, you know, I haven't had many issues with that in a long time. But I noticed it in stream, and I figured, you know what, after stream, I better go check my clips and my videos and make sure that everything's on the up and up. And of course, it wasn't. So we checked the entirety of a video that we had ready to go, and the audio was like me talking at the mic and stepping way back over here to the point where you guys couldn't hear me, and then you hear me again. I don't know how that sounded because I can't hear myself. But it was bad. Very bad. Like, worse than anything I've ever had as far as audio issues. And we haven't had audio issues in a long time, like I said. So I had to re-record the whole episode. And I had all but the last clip done. So rather than doing the AFKing that I wanted to do to get the mud for today's stream so that we could just go nuts, it did sound like you stepped away from the mic. Yeah, but that was a bad example. Because this sounded like I stepped away from the mic to the point where, like, you couldn't hear me. I don't know how to explain it other than, like, if I said the sentence, I'm gonna dig this mycelium right here, you guys would hear, this mycelium, and it was cutting in and out like that. It was just really weird, and it happened on all the clips, and like I said, I had all but one recorded for an episode. 29-ish minutes of footage I had to re-record. So the plan has changed. All of that story and whatnot was to tell you that some things were messed up, and what I think I'm going to do today is miss my landing, but stick it a little bit. I can't walk over here. I'm going to line the edges, over to here. We're going to line the edges on the terrain differentiations as much as we can, and then set up a beacon where that cobblestone is and just start digging. I think that'll be good. That'll get us some good progress. We have the whole shoreline done all the way around. I was trying to remember the name. I'm definitely going back to bed after this. I'm so tired. Oh, yes. Yesterday was not a day off for me like it normally is because of the holiday, which is a good thing for the schedule that we're working, because 9 times out of 10 when you're working just like a 5/8 schedule, you miss out on some of the days for the holidays. So working the 410s is rather nice. Having the option of potentially making up a holiday. We didn't have to work yesterday, but we chose to, right? But it is getting to be a pain in the butt. So let's see. Okay, I'm on my computer now. Could I possibly trouble you for another look at your skin when you get a chance? The chance is now, space. Of course, we will. Hi. I'm a wrestler. What did WWE WrestleMania stuff? I think JC said I was modeled after Rey Mysterio. Oh. So I'm probably the only nether luchador that there is. Anyway, techno issues are a pain. Most times you don't actually know you have them until too late. No, and I've definitely gotten what's the word I'm looking for? Comfortable with what I'm doing. Right back in the day when we were playing on the Xbox, early season 1 into season 2, I think that's where we changed over to a like a laptop, and it was okay, you know. But we had some severe issues on the Xbox and stuff with audio not being 100%. It was better than when I changed over to the laptop. We're all gonna be wrestlers. Yes, wrestlers. It was audio issue city, right? We used to have some serious problems, and then we swapped over to the I should just fill this in, right? This little dip down. Nah, we'll keep it. It's fine. And one of the biggest things is like the headset I'm wearing right now to hear the game sounds and computer sounds and all that stuff was the old mic. I had a really, really old one, and then I bought this one for the Xbox. And then I used it to record on the computer, and then I used it to record, or I should say the laptop, and then I used it to record on the computer. And it's been a whole thing. I should just, opens up some interesting skins, it does. Like I said, we have meetings about this stuff, but a lot of the times, you know, we do our best to schedule these things with everybody in mind, but a lot of the times I just can't make it, whether it's work-related or kid-related. It's all good. I just go with the flow. Hi. It's fine. When I realized I signed myself up to draw several men in spandex, I went, You know, wrestling was always funny to me. I used to watch it way back when. One of my kids really enjoys watching it, so we still catch it from time to time. But yeah, a bunch of dudes wearing basically underwear fighting over a belt. It's always extremely hilarious when I was a kid. But it's an interesting theme, right? Different. And real quick, back to the audio things before I roll into the next little segue. We haven't had audio issues in a long time. We bought the computer, the little mini PC. I still did do some recordings with the old headset, and then I bought the mic. Like, we got the mic and upgraded our hardware that we're using, and we haven't had issues in a long time, so just kind of grew comfortable to everything working smooth. And it wasn't OBS. It was definitely my own stuff, right? Packing up the computer and driving it up to Denver, which is, the job site's about 2 hours, 45 minutes, or 3, depending on traffic. I pull it out of the backpack, and normally I do check the gain function on the mic to make sure that it didn't mess up in transit. And for whatever reason, I just didn't. I think I was focused on my back, hurting and then not hurting. We're sitting about 98% with the back, which is good. But no, let's see where we go. Are you gonna give everyone big muscles? We'll see what space comes up with. I know it's going to be awesome and lovely regardless. But let's see, where was I at? I lost my train of thought before we rambled back to the hardware thing. Packing up the computers and stuff does get to be a pain. But let me tell you guys, I got up at 4:30 this morning. Okay, I got up, I brushed my teeth, did my normal morning routine, right? Deodorant, teeth, the whole thing. Got dressed, and that takes me 10 minutes. Came downstairs, let the dogs out, and then I set up my computer, and I had my computer set up by 4:45. If that tells you how easy it is to set up, because it was still in my little backpack from coming home yesterday. I got in last night at like 8. So it's been kind of a whirlwind getting into. Yeah, thank you, B-Rom. Appreciate it. I actually remembered as I was kind of rambling a little bit. And I'm moving into that portion of the conversation now. Yes. I've figured out that I can pack up the entirety of my little system setup here. Both monitors, the mic, the mouse, the keyboard, the computer, all the cords that go with it. I can have it broke down, put away in the backpack in 10 minutes. I can have it pulled out of the backpack and set up in the same amount of time. So doing a 410s job where I'm home for 3 days and gone for 4 days is pretty cool. It's nice to be home and see the family on the weekends, and it's an out-of-town job without really being out of town. Like, we stay up in the... It's not Denver, we're way east of Denver, more towards Nebraska. I'm gonna fill that in, I think. Yeah. So that's nice, and the money's very good. Everything about the job is pretty good. It's relatively, it's hard work, but it's relatively easy work in the grand scheme of things. But what is getting to be a pain is the packing of my clothes and stuff. You know, every Sunday we've got to do laundry and get everything packed up, the computer packed up, make sure I have all my chargers, deodorant, toothbrush, all the things. We got to make sure of that every week, which I've done pretty good except for the first week that we went up there. I forgot, like, safety glasses and gloves and a couple of things, so that was a pain in the butt for a few days. Because I wear glasses, so I have to wear specific safety glasses that go over my glasses. And the company I work for provides me with a couple of decent pairs. Need to nip to the shop to get supplies. No worries. And I have a pair of clear ones for working inside, and then I have actually a pair of shades, which is really nice for doing the outdoor stuff. I didn't used to wear them, but I don't know how I ever used to do that, because the shades are awesome. It sucks wearing 2 pairs of glasses, but I can't complain too bad. I've been doing it for almost 17 years now. Not having my safety glasses, the plant that we're working at, the powerhouse, they gave me a pair of safety glasses just to be in compliance because they're nice. But the pair of safety glasses that they gave me were very large. You could actually see into the future with them, but it was in reverse and in a language I never learned, so it was kind of terrible. And they were like, they were clear, and it was bright, and it was hot, and yeah, I could definitely see the future. That's a job side joke, by the way. That's why I laughed a little harder than I should have. um, but no, we're set up now for success. I've got all my things up at the job. I've got like my tote and all the things that I normally have with me. It's just kind of stressful making sure I have everything every day that we head up there. Other things like all my chargers, man, that could get really sour really fast. Of course, you know, they sell that stuff in stores, right? We could buy another one, worst case scenario. But it is draining on me. The drive and coming back and getting in the routine, and then, you know, there's things I've got to do. We're starting to get into the cooler months, so I'm going to have to winterize my AC unit. I'm going to have to get underneath and probably, I like to, God, you turd, come here. How dare you? Come here. Bye-bye. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get down and vacuum out the old air conditioner furnace, because I like to do that every year, clean it. I'm definitely going to be due for a new filter soon. I change my filter once a month because my air conditioner typically runs all summer. So just all the routine maintenance and things that come with owning a house and stuff like that. We've got to get on the ball, and then soon, I would say within the next where are we at in September right now? Today's the 10th, right? So within, I should actually stop doing the coastline. I know that I don't need a border there. Where do I got borders left to do? It's like this bit, and then this area, and then some of these step downs. Yeah, I should do those with the mud that I have. There's just a bunch of things on lists that I know I need to get done. Is what it's boiling into. So yeah, we're gonna definitely get there. But let's see, if we did like this, and then like this, and then we did like that, we could do like this. I don't know. I'm not the professional terraformer like Jesse B is. And then we'll just fill this in all the way to there. That'll work. Nice. Yeah, I do enjoy this job though. Like I said, being home and being available to do these things, I'm not trying to rush to get them done before heading across the country, so it's just things that need to get done. Hopefully we have enough. I know I want to change up a little bit of the terrain here. Like this will be fine when I build this out, but I think I want to extend like this rail out like this. Probably want to just extend that, maybe do that to cover up the dirt. It'll be fine like that. Yeah, that'll work. I'm happy with that. So I'm pushing to get, you know, all of this done over here on the island so we can start popping in some trees, and we can start popping in the basalt trees and the birch trees, and I had talked about potentially doing some other stuff. You guys might not have heard that, because I think that's in tomorrow's video. I think. I actually still have to get all of that. Hello. DJ Axe, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Foxy No Tail is now following. Good morning, my friend. Yeah, we've got a ton of work to do. I've got all the basalt and all the things. How you doing? So I want to get the majority of this changed over and looking more and more, and really dive my head into this project so we can try to get it finished up in a timely manner. We'll see. We'll see what happens. How far we get. So I've got to do, hopefully today I can get some AFK done after we pass it off to Mr. No Tail. Yeah, what else? And like I said, I've got a bunch of things I've got to go do today. Mess with the furnace, and my wife wants a light changed in the house. So I got to do electrical work at the house, which is always terrible as an electrician. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, my eyes are itchy. It's so early. Where am I at with mud? I think we got enough to do what we want, and then we can just kind of start digging and get this all busted out. I really shouldn't. I should just go ahead and do all of this, right? There's other things that I want to do over here as well, like I talked about mixing in some other blocks, like maybe soul soil would look pretty good. I know the tuff looks really good. I was kind of surprised at how good that looked mixed in with the mud, so there's work that needs to be done. And I think we can get it done. We'll see. If I don't go back to bed, I would have a lot of time to work on this, but I don't have the materials, so we're going to have to do the whole thing. You know, if I had never fallen into the gas blaster, I wouldn't be having these issues, but it's all good. And let's see, so we did a live stream a couple of days ago where we caught the ghasts to replace them in the gas blaster and ended the stream, and I went about my merry way. Did test it this morning when I had a couple of minutes before stream started. It is working. I was having some issues in creative getting it to work, which you guys will see tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the creative testing world and why it was being the way it was. But it is what it is. Did I mention the reason that I didn't get the AFK done is because the hotel internet was messed up? I think I skipped that part of the story. I fully had planned, like I said, Tuesday was recording, Wednesday was a stream, and then Thursday was going to be, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday was going, hold on, back up, slow down. Thursday night was going to be an AFK session before I had to pack up my computer, and I went and did a bunch of recording and stuff, and then the server restarts about 6 p.m. my time, and I know that, so I manipulated what I was recording around that, so I wouldn't have to deal with the interruptions from the server reset. And so I went and did some stuff on a creative world rather. And then when I tried to log back in the server, the internet at the hotel was messed up. So come to find out, you know, Thursday night was the first night of football, which I don't care about, but I got some friends that like to watch it and stuff. That's how I know all of what I'm about to say. They were having issues when they turned on their TV that nothing was playing, nothing was happening. It was saying the channels were unavailable and all of that stuff. So my one buddy called down to the front desk, and they said that they were having their cable upgraded, which typically when you do that in that kind of setting, that is going to upgrade and mess with your internet, right? So with all of that, they said it was only going to take like 20 minutes or so, but it was what? It was like 6:30. They were still messing with it. It had been an hour? My buddy said he was messing around and trying to get everything to work for like 2 hours, and it never happened. So I quit trying. I did hotspot my phone to the computer enough to where I could get the recording done. But I wasn't quite comfortable of hotspotting the computer to run the gas blaster AFK. So I shut it down, packed it up for the weekend, and just went on to play some Legends Arceus for a while. Because why not? Yep. So that... the recording, having to re-record an entire episode and then internet issues at a hotel, which is a very typical thing, caused it to where I was not prepared for today's stream. But it will be fine. We'll be fine. I was hoping to get a rather large area completed today. I still think we will. I think if we do what we're doing right now, where we're bordering everything so we know kind of how the terrain runs along the island, and then we just start digging a bunch of stuff out, that'll help us out to where I can just kind of put my nose down and place some mud once I do some AFKing. I can spend the better part of today AFK at the thing, tomorrow AFK at the thing while I'm doing all my other house duties, house chores, I guess, and make it work. I really, really, really want to get this side of the island done because I want to start plopping down some trees. But where, oh where? We're getting close. We're getting close. This is going to give me a good start. And what else? Yeah, I was so kerflustered. That's not the right thing. But so taken aback by the whole week of events, the back being messed up, and plenty of time to do honeydews or AFK while doing honeydews. Absolutely. Yep. The whole week since last weekend has been kind of messed up, right? I was planning on doing like 3 days back to back of streaming to do this. But yeah, it's fine. My back would just not let me sit in the chair, and then my focus turned to being hurt as opposed to, oh, I could AFK at this time since I can't sit in front of the computer. Yep. So it all just kind of unraveled, which is fine. That's how life goes sometimes. I think you can plan as many things as you want to, but other things may transpire, and it is what it is. Yeah, what did I do? Tuesday, I went up to work. My back was still not as bad, but the car ride up there, the 2.5 hours sitting in a car was not good for the back. I stiffened right back up and had a hard time getting around and moving and doing all the things. But, you know, to be honest with you, working is one of the best things to work it out. Oh, I got this little bit right here, and then we're good. Yeah, bending over and bending conduit and cutting stuff and up and down really does stretch the back out. And over the course of 4 days, like, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I say almost because I woke up with a little bit of pain, but manageable for sure. I'm going to have no problem sitting in this chair streaming for 2 hours, which we've already gone 35 minutes. Holy, it goes so fast. It always goes so fast. Last weekend when I was editing the Truly Bedrock episode down, like, I could sit in the chair. I had to do a little bit of shifting and moving around. You guys can't see me, but I'm shifting around in my chair right now. And it wasn't a huge problem. Yeah, there's all the mud I have to my name, and I'm just a wee bit short. I think that's fine. I think we can manage this little bit here. No, the chair I have, I can only kind of sit in it one way. I don't think I need a reminder of a posture check. I'm going to place that down as a reminder that there was a corner. And then I'm going to go throw the dirt down, and then we're going to start digging. Oh, we need to set up the beacon, that's right. No, it's not any posture thing. I don't know how I did it. I have a chronic back issue that I've had for many, many years because of dumb things I did as a kid. So I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you exactly what I did. I just woke up hurt, and it lasted for quite a few days. I think this is the one. This is the one. And we need, good morning, Rotated Owlface. Lofty, good morning as well. We're doing good. That's not what I want. Like I said, we're almost there. When I was doing the recordings and stuff, I would turn my chair around. And I would have to, I don't know, I had to crawl out of my chair. I was in so much pain. So like Monday when I was off, utilities, thank you for the follow. Monday I was trying to do some stuff, and that's where I finally realized, oh, I should go AFK and get some mud and stuff. And I fell in the gas blaster. That was the last time I attempted to play because I just couldn't sit in a chair. And then, like I said, Tuesday riding in the car was really bad. It got better, though. Right? Tuesday, by the end of the day, I was feeling pretty good from being mostly mobile all day. And then Wednesday... That was Tuesday, yeah. Wednesday, I was feeling pretty good by the end of day for the most part. And then, yeah, Thursday was feeling pretty good. Yesterday, really good. And today, like I said, very, very minimal issues. What do I want to use? This'll work. I need to get up there. There we go. Let's build a beacon. Do you want to build a beacon? So, anyway, no issues. I could actually sit in front of the computer and do stuff all weekend, but I need materials. Jen did bring up a good point in the last stream. Was asking why we didn't just like convert everything into dirt, right? You could convert all of this into dirt, I guess. I don't know how exactly. And then carpet bomb it or whatever, potentially with water bottles and stuff. It's not a bad idea, but I think it's just as much work to do that as it would be to do what we're doing. Plus, I like using the gas blaster because... it's still You know, it's redstone. It's a contraption. It doesn't always go according to plan, and messing with gas and stuff like that is a lot of fun for me. I like to struggle when I do things. Easiest way is to till it all and let it dry out. Yeah, we could till all the mycelium. Yeah, that's probably what Jen was alluding to. But you know what? It's fine. Part of me, I think, grabbed a shovel to do this for getting the dirt, right? I think carpet bombing this with water bottles, though, would be a chore. I guess it could have been fun to experiment with and try to figure things out. It definitely would have been fun, but it would take a lot more time than what I want to spend on this project as a whole, right? I'm trying to get it done. Time is of the essence. I've never actually built like anything for Halloween or any kind of spooky, we're rolling into that time of year, right? So that's another part of what I'm planning here, is just having a little area that is themed with the holidays. I've never done that or been able to plan far enough ahead. So that's kind of what I've tried to do here. And so that is the time crunch that I've put myself under as we're progressing through all of this. But I didn't think about tilling it, There's going to be more truly bedrock. More opportunities to figure all of these things out. Looks like my pickaxe is about dead. I forgot. I gotta pay attention to the durability. I do not want to break this. Was it on stream? Maybe it was in the first video I recorded where I talked about that. I still have, these are not just things, but I did number my pickaxes for my Fortune and my Silk Touch and my bow. I'm on the second bow of the season, and I'm still on my first Silk Touch and my first Fortune 3 pickaxe. This is the one that I built way, way early in the season. For a long time, it just had Fortune on it. Then I got the efficiency on it, and so on and so forth. This is that same pickaxe, and I kind of want to keep it till the end of the season. Because though we've died 19 times, I've managed to recover my stuff. So that's pretty good. I don't think I've ever finished a season with original tools intact. I always lose them, or whatever the case may be. So we definitely want to keep it going. Don't want to lose it. And to be honest with you, I built a farm. You guys are going to see the video on it tomorrow. And I built it over by the gas blaster, but I should have built it up by the mob farm. Yep. I should have built it somewhere where I'm gaining experience. But again, part of the fun I have playing this game is learning things, Learning different ways to do things, having you guys to help is nice, because you guys know all the cool ways of doing things and stuff, and I don't.
Jack, stop. Shh, quiet. People are sleeping.
My puppy's being loud. Yeah, it's like doing electrical work, right? There are many, many different ways to do things or to accomplish the same goal. I don't know how to explain it other than just to say it. But like if you're running a piece of conduit for powering something up, there's 20 different ways you could do it, right? Going through a room, going around a wall, going up into the ceiling, yada, yada, yada. There's many, many different ways to do it. What's the right way? What's the wrong way? There isn't really a right and wrong way, just as long as it looks good. And that kind of echoes over into Minecraft. There's no wrong way to do things. To me, it's all just a learning experience. Hey, a piece of mud went bye-bye. It's fine. And that's part of the fun I have with the game. For years, we used to use impulse item sorters, right? Back before Bedrock, when we were on the Legacy Console Edition, those item sorters worked with the repeaters and all the things. And even into playing Bedrock, like, that was still the item sorter that was used until it was figured out that the repeaters, it's an inherent, it's a tick delay, right? And the hoppers aren't as fast, or whatever the case is. I can't think about it or think of it right now because my brain's kind of soft this morning. You know, it was discovered that using redstone and target blocks and stuff like that is a much, much more reliable item sorter on this game. And even after that was found out, I still went with the method I knew until I started playing around with it in Season 2. Season 2, I had set up a really big item sorter with like quadruple the chests I needed just to catch the excess items that weren't being caught by because of that difference in redstone. And now that I've messed around and played with the target blocks and stuff like that, it's the only way I build repeaters and whatnot. So, or item sorters. So it's all about learning. At least that's what I think. Doesn't matter how you play the game as long as you have fun when you're doing it, right? That's my belief system. Alright, we're going to fill in the holes. We're going to take this mycelium away. It spreads regardless. That's the other thing about mycelium. I guess tilling the dirt would be the best way. Tilling the dirt would allow it to where it doesn't spread back. I was thinking about all the different ways. I don't know. That would definitely be cool. That's just another idea that goes in the idea bank, stored in my brain for a little while. I said it in the last stream. I definitely have enjoyed building on a mushroom island. I love, the lack of mobs is really nice. Not having to worry about lighting up things and just kind of know that I can go AFK when and where I want to is really nice. Good morning, Light Gen. So I definitely want to revisit a mushroom island in the future seasons and do something different. We're not going to do the same thing we're doing here. I think we've done pretty good this season of experimentation and playing with different blocks and using different materials and a lot of materials for the different builds, and I want to keep that theme going this season into next season and stuff like that. Oh, howdy Zap and chat. Hope you're all doing awesome. Nav, good morning. Welcome in. Yes, welcome. Everybody's here. A lot of people are here. Everybody's hyped up for the stream weekend. Can't wait to see how it all plays out. I will try to lurk in some streams later on. I'm definitely going back to bed after this, whether I go crawl back into bed or I just catch the couch for some Z's. I don't know if I'll crawl back into bed. I don't want to wake the wife up. Yep, I try to let her get some sleep. She gets up early on the weekdays too, getting kids going and work and things. So I get up with the pup. I'm up anyway. Typically, I don't sleep in past like 6 a.m. on the weekends, which is in 10 minutes for me. And we got this puppy. You know what? He's probably getting to the point where he can stay inside a little longer. But the puppy's smart. JC. The ma'am, the myth, the legend. The skin maker legend. That's what it was. I remembered. Skins. Just remind me skins when I ask what the heck was I going to talk about. So I don't have anything wrote down for topics of conversation. We are winging this one for the next hour and 10 minutes because I'm very unprepared. Anyway, the puppy. My puppy, I was getting up and letting him out because, you know, he's a puppy. They got to go outside, right? And we don't want to have little accidents in the house or anything. Oh, we lose the beacon effect. It's fine. Where do we get it back? Right here? We could do this. And then when I get up for work, I typically get up about 4:35 a.m. for work. The puppy is smart. And he knows... That's right. What's the theme this weekend? WrestleMania. Zap the Luchador. The Nether Luchador. So when my alarm goes off in the morning, the puppy is so smart, he knows the sound of my alarm. And when he hears my alarm, he starts whining immediately. So if anybody else would hear him, which they won't, he's going to wake up somebody to be let outside. And I think, you know, God, how old are you now, Jack? You don't know. You got to know these things. He's just staring at me like, are you going to feed me? I don't feed them this early in the morning. I feed them right before I leave for work at 6. So they're going to wait a little bit, and that's fine, because my wife doesn't feed them until later when I'm working out of town. But no, he knows the sound of my alarm, so as soon as my alarm goes off, he's whining to be let out. He did it this morning at 4:30 when my alarm went off. I was like, this doggo is smart. Yeah. Yep. I think it's getting to the point where if I wanted to sleep in till like 7, if I could actually manage it, he would be fine. But, you know, don't want to push it. Definitely don't want to push it. So skins. Skins is what I was talking about. I remembered. Back in Season 3. Yes, Season 3, I had 2 skins. I had the Soul Soil skin that I made, which was a very big pain to make, by the way. And then I had my original Nether skin that was bought from the Battle and Beast pack back on Console Edition. That we rolled with for many, many, many years. In Season 3, I think we had a, like, mob theme weekend, right? Because JC made axolotl hoodies and glow squid hoodies for everybody. So rolling into Season 4, that was it. That's what I had for skins. Those 3. And if you remember, Foxy made that really cool Avatar add-on pack. And we use it here on the server, right? When he was making that pack, he was asking for skins from all of us. Yes. Foxy, the Mad Magician of Bedrock Edition. making all the cool add-on packs. Hey, if you haven't checked them out, you should go check out Foxy No Tail's website. FoxyNoTail.com. A lot of great stuff. Can I show it? I think I can show what I have. There's Foxy's Nether Fog pack right there. I've got my resource pack and some bedrock tweaks for the villagers. I'd never turned it off after dealing with that, but yeah, there's a couple of Foxy's packs that I use that just make videos recording better. It makes life better on Bedrock. Yeah, no problem. You make great things, Foxy. The world needs to know. They probably already do. Who am I? just a little old nether feller digging out some dirt. But no, when Foxy asked for the skins, I was like, crap, I don't have that many. So I gave him the 3 that I had because that's what he asked for, and that's all I had. But now if I were to actually go into my skins folder, actually I could do it. You guys are gonna see that. Sorry. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 skins. I have 2 others, but they're no outer layers on my skin. One's no outer layer, but it has the crown still intact, and then one has no outer layer at all. So I'm gonna have to, I'll have to talk to Foxy one of these days about changing the skins that I've given him in that pack. Maybe next season. You know. Eric Bannister, good morning. Good morning, friend. How you doing? Because I have 16 skins as opposed to the start of the season when I only had 3. So between JC and myself, I have figured out how to make skins rather quickly. And then, of course, JC has made quite a few, like the mini skin for last stream weekend, this stream weekend. That's good to hear. Yeah, we've got our hands on quite a few skins. I think I showed off a couple of them last stream that people haven't seen. But there's that. Oh man, what else? So speaking of last stream, I actually gotta get that video up. Again, internet issues in a hotel. I was not able to do all the things that I wanted to do. I wanted to upload the VOD per se onto the second channel. I wanted to do some AFKing. Yeah, it's all bad. What do I want to do here? I really don't want any of that. I want the dirt, though. So let's do this. Yeah, now I can just pick up the dirt. And nothing else. I have, like, I want to say 4 to 6, maybe even more shulker boxes of stone and cobblestone. I probably got like a dozen shulker boxes between the materials from all the digging out at the base that we did. I really don't want or need any more. Not to mention I've got a bunch sitting in the ender chest as well. Yes. Oh man, so I've got a lot of things to do. I've got to get a video edited. I've got to AFK to get more mud. I've got to get the last stream from Wednesday night uploaded and this stream uploaded. Our plate's a little full, plus the normal weekend stuff. I'm going to be a busy Nether Luchador for a while. It's all good. Oh man, stuff's starting to delete. That's fine. It's fine if it all goes away. I've probably got too much dirt, but maybe we could do like Jade did and price gouge Tiz a little bit with it. I don't know. He's building a dirt wall. Probably needs materials. Nope, nope, nope. You stop. There's my alarm for today. That's the 6 o'clock alarm. Tiz probably crying watching them despawn. I haven't gone to or offered to get rid of any of this dirt yet until I have all the mud that I need. Then we'll do some stuff. But there's plenty more where this came from, right? I had 16-ish double chests worth of yes, scam Tiz. It's about time, right? Tiz and I have been on like a little alliance, and we've kind of left each other alone this season. But there's a lot of things, these scams and stuff that we've fell victim to over the course of our years on Truly Bedrock. and one of these days we're just gonna have to retaliate, I guess is the proper terminology. But I don't know. Jade's already had a pretty good lock on Tiz with selling dirt at outrageous prices. But Tiz has also made a lot of money off of me with that mall of his. And I've bought a lot of stuff. He let the glass shop go. But I'll tell you that I bought out his... Absolutely forgot stream weekend. That's okay. That's okay. You've been dealing with family things, I've seen. And dealing with family is like a full-time job, I think, for some people. No, like Tiz's glass shop, I remember in one of his episodes he was talking about just letting it go until it was sold out, and then he wasn't going to sell anymore. I bought him out. I bought him out of all the glass that he had, and I also bought a bunch of... I bought a bunch of his sand and took it back to the base. Oh, we are full up on dirt. And then smelted that sand down to glass. Like a whole shulker box of sand down to glass. So, he's made a lot of monies. Off of yours truly. I guess we weren't full on dirt, but it's fine. We'll do that. Yep. I've rode pretty decent in the realms of poor versus rich this season. I've got all the things that I need. I think Jen, when she was in the last stream, I kind of showed off the base. I don't think she has seen it. And I've got those giant moss farms in the basement. To which she was hoping I sold moss, and I don't sell moss, but we could easily get her some. So if you see her streaming and needing moss, remind her that I left her like 27 stacks, not 27, 18 stacks of moss at the observatory base. And she wanted to pay for it, and I was like, nah, don't worry about it. Take it, use it, build with it, love it. So I do that a lot of the times where I could make some money, but I don't charge or try to scam my fellow server mates. Oh, I need a drink here. Let's see. Wonder how far we'll get. Lots to do. Lots to do. Though you may have forgotten about stream weekend, Vika, I'm happy you're here now. You don't have to be here on time, just get here when you can. No, we're doing good. 32 viewers, that's like double what I normally have, so this is a good stream. A lot of people, a lot of things. You know, it's probably hard to gain any kind of following on a stream when it's just random. But I can't nail down a schedule. I've tried so hard. And then things happen like the back, traveling. You know, I've got a video that I'm working on for the Pokemon Challenges channel that I have been working on for like the better part of the year now. I just don't have the time to sit down and do all the things, so and it's not my top priority, so I do it when I can. Yeah. I think I do pretty good. I average, what, a stream a week? A video a week, plus working a full-time job. You know, plus a house, plus the kids, plus. I've got, what, 3 licensed drivers running around now? 2 more to go. I think we do pretty good with time management as is. So, I definitely wish I could do more often. Maybe someday. Oh. Nice little crack of the neck there. That felt really good. Yeah, when the schedule changes and moves to the 5 days a week, we will probably still be coming home. But then when we move to the 6 days a week, we probably won't be coming home and just staying put where we're at. So that will actually change things as far as video recordings and stuff like that. The large project on the Mushroom Island here has kind of slowed me down for video making. I've got a lot of work, obviously, that we're trying to get done over here. So, what's the right word? I've pulled back the reins just a little bit on pumping out videos because I want to get this done. I don't want to jump off this project and get sidetracked, and 37 episodes later I'm like, oh yeah, I had things I was doing. Because I hate leaving things unfinished, right? I've said that before many times. But as a viewer myself of certain people, there's a couple that are notorious for starting projects and then never finishing them, starting series and never really properly finishing them. And it kind of gets to the point where, I don't know, I think I watched like a dozen series and finally got to the point where I'm like, you know what, this is kind of getting tiring on my end of putting the time and stuff into watching all of this, and then it just goes away. And there's nothing I can do to control that. I'll still watch some of their content if I choose to, and I know that some people jump from things to try to keep up with trends and watch the numbers and watch the views and stuff like that. I get all that. I really do understand all of that. But because it annoys me so, I definitely don't like to leave projects unfinished. I'm still salty about my Season 2 base. Because it was not where I wanted it to be when we left it. And that's just one of those things where I was trying to really step up my game from Season 1, and I definitely bit off more than I could chew. But this season's been really good. Last season was really good. I love the, crap. Absolutely love the base. What happened here? Aha. That we came up with, and all the things. And pumped out quite a bit of episodes considering it was a relatively short season. Right? Yep. Holiness. Look at that. We have done this whole area. It's dug out. We're going to try to get the rest of these little bits going that way. But I need rockets. I need rockets. Let's go under the staircase. How am I doing on these? Oh yeah, I refilled this just recently. So that's fine, there we go. And we need to eat. definitely looking pretty good. I think I've got most of the digging, like, of stone. We got that little bit and then a couple little bits over here. We're going to fill this thing in straight across, so I'm not too worried about that. But the rest should just be... Oh, I've got this little area too, but for the majority, it should just be dirt digging. Which, it looks like I'm probably going to have to grab another shovel. That's another thing that I need to AFK and repair all my tools. Man, we got too many things to do. That's a whole lot of terraforming. Thank you. It is a lot of terraforming. And welcome in. How do you say Meldius? Probably butchered it. I apologize. I'm not great with names. I'm not terrible either. I like to ride right in the middle. Yeah. One day it would be nice to be able to just dive 100% complete and without reprieve into doing this stuff all the time. But, you know, we're playing the slow game. We'll get there eventually. I should probably clean these chests up. There's nothing in them, right? Yeah. I just dumped my mud in there because I didn't want to... Hi. Didn't want to carry it around recording an episode, and I needed the shulker boxes to fill the gas blaster chamber up. So those are temporary. They will move. Right now we're focused on digging. Digging a coastline. And then when we're done with this side, we still got the other side that we need to moss up. You know, we're just under halfway done with that, so it'll be fine. That side's a lot easier than doing what we're doing over here with some bone meal, which was a suggestion by somebody. The Adams house looks awesome. Thanks. It's not my design, which I stated in the video. I did follow somebody else's tutorial. I did link their videos, because it was more than one, in that episode. I thought it was going to be a really good fit. And it is. There's a whole plan here, and we'll see if I can get from brain to block, if at all possible. Yep, I've got a picture in my head, but like I said, placing blocks and making whatever you're trying to accomplish happen in game sometimes can be difficult, so we'll definitely see how far we get. I think we'll be fine though. I've got I think I've got all the materials I need to do the terraforming, the trees and stuff like that. There is going to be a blend at this hard line right here that I've still got to do. Like I said, it's coming. It's coming around. We're definitely getting there. Piece by piece. Excuse me, cow. Eventually, I won't see any animals on this island with no mycelium for you guys to spawn on. Yeah. Agreed. Oh, what else, man? What else can we talk about? So normally I write down topics for these things. I have my little notebook here with all my notes in it. And it's just normally weekly stuff that happens, and I write it down. Oh, you can hear the ghasts all the way over here. That's cool. 1.20 ideas. And yeah, I've got I normally have a notepad sat here and I write down episode ideas and where I want to go next. Things I want to do, things that haven't been finished. And then topics of conversation for live streams. Topics of conversation for videos and yada 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 yada. Oh, I've got one right there. I've got a mycelium or mushroom farm. Bing bang. I just want a bug fix update. Foxy beat me too. I was about to ask what you'd like as a next update. Oh, that's what he's saying. I don't know. I really think that people are on point with talking about the end needs an update, right? The end did get an update, and I still remember it because I was playing console edition when they added the Outer Islands and they added the Elytra back. A lot of very unhealthy snacks for stream weekend. Look, man, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, my favorite biome? That's easy. That is the Crimson Forest in the Nether. Love it. Absolutely love the Nether. So the Nether update is what brings me to my reasoning for I would like to see the end updated. I would like to see, you know, there is a food source. Technically, you can eat coarse fruit. But there's no real way to live, let's say, in the end, without some intervention of things from the overworld, right? The Nether, if you spawned in the Nether with nothing in your hand, there's a way to get things. You could do the piglin thing, you can do, what else? There's food, there's stuff. There's ways of surviving the Nether for long durations. There's not really that in the end, so I would like to see maybe some biomes added to the end. I play a lot of modded. Well, I haven't in a while, but I used to play a lot of modded. And we did one called Levitated a while back. And in that mod pack, they had biomes. They had... God, what did they have? They had like, oops, give me that. It wasn't lava, but they had like little volcanoes, and they had wormwood trees, which was this pink, almost like the crimson wood, the color it is, but they had an end version of that. I would just like to see. I'd like to see some of that. Maybe a mob or something that will drop some kind of food. No wood in the end. Hard to craft anything without wood. Absolutely. Like, you can find chests and stuff, but you can't find anything else. You know, I like them going through and updating biomes. You know, the swamp is a great biome. The mangrove is a great wood. I would love to see something like this happen if we're going to start messing with biomes. Is like seasons, right? Not seasons in the sense of like Fortnite. I only know because my kid plays. But like seasons, like the leaves changing and stuff like that. I definitely need to... I broke a shovel. Yeah, we've got to do some AFKing. Because I think running through a forest with this little texture pack change that I did, it's just nice, you know, and it's getting to be fall, autumn, whatever you want to call it. That would be neat. You know, you already see a leaf change in the snowy biomes when it is snowing. The leaves turn white. You know, Maybe have that happening in some other biomes. I don't know. There's a lot of things I think they can do. The Deep Dark was cool. The Warden's cool. I like it. I never complain really about the updates. It's one of the few games where the updates are free, and considering how old this game is and that they're constantly changing it and improving it, I guess, and adding things and giving it to us is neat, because you don't get that with a lot of games, right? Winter could be annoying. So, did anybody ever play Banjo-Kazooie? The original Banjo-Kazooie on Nintendo 64. Yeah, it would be nice to see them do something with that. I agree. The portal in Ancient City does gotta do something. Maybe they'll add the Aether, which is a mod. And they'll steal that straight from modded, like they did the Deep Dark and Mesa Biomes and horses and everything else. Yeah, it could be more immersive. You know, I've seen mod packs like that add seasons, or you're on a hot planet and you've got to get water and then drink water, and you have a hydration meter. We don't have to go that far, but just an idea. Anyway, back to Banjo-Kazooie. There's a level called Click Clock Wood in Banjo-Kazooie on Nintendo 64, and you played in a map, and it was a cool map, but it had all 4 seasons. It had spring, summer, fall, and winter, and the world changed depending on which season you went into, you know? Like during the summer, the lake or the river or whatever that was in the map was completely dry. During the winter, it was completely frozen over. It was just a cool thing, and I remember that level very fondly because I thought that was one of the neatest things I'd ever seen in a video game up to that point. You gotta remember, this was the late 90s, early 2000s when this was going on. And I just always thought that could be a cool concept for Minecraft. And you don't even really have to change the game with the seasons, because I think that would be really hard to do. But you could do it like in a biome, right? We could add more biomes, which they are doing. But there's a lot of cool ideas if you've never played modded. There's a lot of cool things that people have done on Java, and it's neat. And Bedrock or Mojang and them have stole ideas from modded many times over. So why not do it again? The end update would be cool. I think. What else? It would just be nice to see another, maybe some more types of blocks outside of Endstone and Purpur. Not not hating on Endstone or Purpur at all. I think Purpur is one of the very few blocks that I haven't built with, so we may have to change that up in the future. I don't know. What else? What else would be a good idea? What are you guys' ideas and thoughts outside of the end update that you'd like to see? Frogs were cool. I do like frogs. Like I said, I like most updates. I don't complain. Because most of the time, heck, you can't even hardly buy a game without them having it half completed when they sell it, and if you want the completed game, you've got to buy the DLC. More blocks hit back into the whole inventory debate, though. Want tiny birds flying about, chirping? That'd be cool. Adding, like, so we got parrots. We could easily add, like, blue jays and robins and stuff like that in like, the forests. Maybe in, like, a birch forest. Yeah, that definitely could be cool. Just some ambiance changes, inventory changes. I know that is a thing that people are desperately wanting and needing. You know, we have shulker boxes. Inventories aren't that hard to manage since the shulkers were added. It still is limited, yes, but think about what you can do with shulker boxes and an ender chest, right? You have 27 spaces. Potion Maker 34, what's happening? Welcome to Truly Bedrock Stream Weekend. Let's do some math. It's too early for math, but we're going to do it anyway. So in an ender chest, you have 27... I'd like a woodcutter villager workstation. Yes. Yes, man. Oh my god. We could cut logs into like 6 planks instead of 4. We could cut stairs 1 at a time instead of 6 blocks for 4 stairs. That is a good one. That is a good one. A lumberjack, maybe? Woodcutter, something. So inside of a shulker box, you have, let's say, 27 inventory slots. And if you stacked 64 stacks of items, or 27 stacks of 64, that is 1,728 blocks that you can put in one shulker box. If you multiply that again by the 27 slots in your ender chest, you have potential to hold upwards of 46,656 items just in your ender chest. If you take that number and multiply it by 2, that is 93,312 blocks between this inventory right here where you can see my cursor and the ender chest. Then it leaves these other 9 slots for whatever you want to. That really is a lot of stuff that we can. I know, yeah, you're right. No matter how many slots, players will always want more. It'll never be enough. There is enough right now. And yeah, the bundles was a really, really cool idea. And I really don't know whatever happened to that. Because I don't pay attention to the updates. I have my ideas. I did a whole video on my thoughts about the copper golem and how it'd be cool if we made golems of all the different metals and they could do different things or maybe mine that specific metal or something. I've had my ideas, my thoughts. Okay. I need a little bit of a bird's eye view here of where I'm at. Oh, we're doing great. We're doing great. So I need to dig this area down. I like inventory, exactly. I like the copper golem. The LA is cool too, yes. And then I think people are starting to realize that the dude, Minneapolis, thank you. I think people are starting to realize that the little Oscar the Grouch torch lighter-upper guy would have been probably cool too. I don't know. We're gonna see. When's Minecon? Is it Minecon Live or whatever's on October 15th? So we're going to see what they say. I think we need to go a little easier on the devs though. The community as a whole has kind of been grumpy lately, and need to remember that these people are people. They are working hard at a game. They're doing their best to stay creative and update this game and give you a good product at the end of the day. You know, it's not many other games that do update on a regular basis and give it out for free. Let's keep all that in mind. I want the glare, that's what it was called? The Oscar the Grouch thing? I don't know what it was called. Oscar the Grouch is good enough for me. So salty about that. You know, I wanted the dinosaur thing when we voted in the Phantoms because it could disenchant items. We got the stone, not the stone cutter, the grindstone that does that, but it might not have been the same. I don't know. I also wanted the blaze because nether, duh. You can't always get what you want. Such is life. And it's fine. It's fine. The Phantoms are okay. What purpose they serve is slow falling potions, I guess. because everybody uses those. I'm so sad for the Bush boy. I loved him. Yeah, it would have been cool. You know, it would have been super cool to have it. Knowing what your light levels are, like having that dude floating around with you in the caves and stuff, and them just kind of floating off like, hey, bruh, right here. You see this little spot right here? Yeah, this spot's gonna cause you problems. That would have been awesome. Because other than add-on packs, and I don't even know if there is one. I'm sure there is for Bedrock. I don't know how you can see light levels. Like Java has one, Modded has one, where you push a button and it shows you this block has a light level of 7 or whatever when it's dark. Biggest game in the world, must be doing something right. Give the devs some love and constructive. Yeah, I just, I seen a lot of hate with the Fireflies and going back on the archaeological stuff and the bundles, and people went nuts. And I didn't think that was right. Because the devs at the end of the day are people too, man. And they're trying. And they've done such a good job of keeping things like the Deep Dark is a mod, and I think the head person that was helping them was the original mod developer for Java, which is pretty cool. But I don't have the mud to do what I want to do here, so we're just gonna do that. Yeah. Anyway, I seen a ton of hate and stuff, and these individuals are trying to do this stuff. We could be paying for all of these updates. We could just not get updates when Microsoft bought it from Mojang or from Notch or whatever. However it transpired, it could have been the thing. Yeah, chat report has been a back and forth between people. I see where it's good, and I see where people could abuse it. But here's the way I look at it, right? Chat reporting, slow falling potions and inner pearls, Elytra, dragon takedown in less than 2 minutes solo. See? There's a use for everything, right? Anyway, here's what I see. The chat reporting is trying to be implemented into the game to reduce down on the hate comments and hate speech and all that, right? It's a step in the right direction for what they're trying to do. And a lot of games already have that. Games like Valorant will ban your entire hardware system, your computer, not your account, everything you play on, to the point where you have to fight it or buy a new computer to play Valorant again. A lot of games have stricter rules when it comes to these things, and people still play those games. They play those games lovingly. Right? So I don't think the chat feature is going to be that bad. It's going to be able to give server admins a little more reasoning, and we can weed out some of the bad seeds in the community and make the community of this game even better than what it is before. I'm looking strictly at positives. The negatives are, if you have a toxic person running a server, they can just start banning people to ban people because of whatever. But I feel like if you join a decent server with decent human beings, they're not just going to ban you if you're just running around doing your thing. If people are doing that, then that's probably not a community or a server that you want to be involved in anyway, is what I think. Biggest problem with the end is realms due to the render distance, since the 12 chunk view distance has made it so much better. Fair. So I'm torn on my feelings and what I think about. I just voiced my feelings and thoughts on the chat reporting, And I don't know, are the people that are upset about the chat reporting, are those the people that just want to run into game and say a bunch of explicit comments and say some really random things and then leave the world? Is that what it is? They just want that freedom to continue to be silly? Because I've seen it happen in comment sections. I've seen it happen in Discords, all over the internet, right? Where it gets pretty crazy. Chewbacca, welcome. What's happening? We're just digging. We don't have mud to place down, so we're just getting myself as close to just being able to run through with a bunch of mud as possible. You're right, Vika. You can't have chat problems if you never chat. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I think it's good. I don't see a problem with it. And then I think some big names are pushing and starting controversy just for the sake of starting controversy. Yeah, if you're playing on a server or even a realm per se with your buddies and stuff, what's the point? The chat reporting is probably never even going to be a thing that you look at. So I don't know. I don't know. I get it though. Some people are nervous about joining like a public server, and maybe they're doing some progression stuff or the bed wars or whatever, and they're getting good, and then all of a sudden they get banned from that server for whatever reason, and maybe they didn't do anything. I get both sides. I can see both sides of the argument. Hard place to stand. I found myself a page of super cartoony fighting poses, so I'm gonna have fun picking out poses. Good. It's good to... Inspiration comes in multi-facets, right? Controversy is publicity. You're right. You're absolutely correct. See, that's why we're not famous, chat. It's because I don't dabble in... I basically got on Twitter and through the complaining of the Fireflies, I basically told everybody, why don't we just shut up and play some blocks, huh? That just got a lot of likes. Because that's what this is. I voice my opinion on the chat reporting because it's a part of the game. But for the most part, when it comes to stuff and things, I'm not dabbling in all this stuff because we're here to play video games, not... I don't know. I guess I could really stir the pot. I have some opinions of things that people are not going to find popular. Yeah, this is Minecraft. I find it silly. It is what it is. I don't want to get too deep into it because then I'll say some things and then feelings will get hurt, and that's not what we're here to do. Maybe not you guys, but somebody. Pixelated Owl, good morning. We got a couple of owls in chat. Ooh, 45 viewers. That is crazy. You're here to stream video games. Thank you, Zloy. Zloy knows. I'm here to make content. Exactly. Yeah. I'm not here to get at it. Controversy sells, so I gotta jump on the bandwagon, piss some people off, break some hearts, make some tears, and make some money. Oh, my truly bedrock compadres know I can get pretty catty. Catty's a good word, good way to put it. In what in the meetings that I've actually been able to attend. Yeah. We gotta remember, folks, I am a construction worker. Feelings are not on the tool list, so we don't bring them to work. And that's mostly what our day is just talking trash to each other all day long. And it's hilarious, and we laugh, and we laugh, and we laugh. And then we go have drinks and we go hang out, and because nothing was meant by it. It's a different world. No matter how good the community, there are always people that want to cause drama. There's always people that want to whine about things. I think some people love to whine. And if they don't have anything to whine about, they'll find something. People love living in the drama. 10% control, 90% bad ratio, but that's the way it is. Yeah. You know, I sit behind the mic, and it's a completely different thing than sitting on a construction site with my buddies. And I know that. And that stems from when my kids first started watching YouTube and listening to some of the things that they were watching. I was like, my goodness, this is heinous. Heinous. And so I've tried to keep a pretty good family-friendly, my content is not geared towards children at all. But it is still a game that kids are going to watch and pay attention to, and I try to promote happiness and love and friendship, all the warm and fuzzy things. Be kind to one another, those types of things. That is a platform that I've stand on and have stood on for a long time. I think that could go a long way. The world needs a little happiness and a hug. Moan that the feelings are not part of being a mechanic either. No, it's definitely not on the... If you use tools for a living, feelings are not on the tool list of things you need to fix things or build things. I tell apprentices that all the time. Like, I'm not being a dick about it, but what I am saying is true, and I'm trying to help them. That yes, we are moving into a kinder, gentler society, and people are more apt to pay attention, but we still do have a degree of people that are against change, and there are growing pains with change. Remember that this is a construction site, and construction sites are not safe spaces. And if somebody calls you an idiot and that offends you, yeah, voice your opinion, sure. I get it. But at the end of the day, it is a construction site. I'm not saying that the actions are okay because it is construction work, but there's a lot of sensitivity that there's too much sensitivity sometimes. And we got to remember that. When I was an apprentice going through the apprenticeship, I was told that I was lower than whale turds and I was to be seen and not heard, and I should shut my mouth and do my job. I don't go that far with my apprentices. But at the same time, if they overstep, I tell them this: if you overstep, I will let you know. I will let you know where you made your mistake, why you made your mistake, and how to not do that in the future. I only had one job. It's not so much that I'm hounding them, because I don't do it in a public setting and I don't get loud and boisterous or obnoxious with it. It's just we have a conversation, a respectful conversation, and I think that's where the change is really needed, because nobody's going to do everything right the first time or be perfect 100% of the time. And so conversations are going to be had. And that's what I'm alluding these apprentices to, is that you got to be ready for that. I had one apprentice years ago. He got chewed out. And it wasn't a public display or nothing. He just got chewed out for something that he did, and it needed to be known what he did was wrong, why it was wrong, and that was being explained to him. And then this guy just went and hid for a while. He didn't come out and do his job. He didn't work. He didn't do any of these things. And it's like, dude, you can't do that. You have a job to do. And yeah, you got yelled at. You're not going to make everybody happy 100% of the time. You're going to step on toes. You're going to piss people off. It's the name of the game, and you're gonna get chewed out over it. Take it on the chin. The best thing you can do is just go back to work and don't let it happen again. Learn from it. Grow from it. That guy didn't make it. You know, he had an attitude. He had a chip on his shoulder over some other things, and he got laid off. I don't know whatever happened to him, but he did get laid off, which is what I told him would happen. It's like, I'm trying to help you, man. Trying to help you get through this. It was a very, very different apprenticeship when I went through it, even 17 years ago, where apprentices were more treated as property than they were human beings. Yeah, that's why I ended up not following the family business. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's not for everybody. I tell that to a lot of people. The construction trade or even the electrical industry is not for everybody. It takes a special kind of breed of person to be an electrician because we blur the line between brilliance and insanity every day. Making things work and powering these things up is the brilliance part. Working in live 480 volt panels or higher voltages, crawling around on live 6,900 volts or live 12,470, 12,470 volts. That's the blur of insanity. You know? That's how my family members talked about the women in their company. So much sexism thrown around at the dinner table by our three electricians. See, that's not a common problem where I'm at. Women are, I'm part of a union, so it's a very different animal where women are treated as equals. We did have a female apprentice, and I did have a chat with her that, some of these old timers are going to say things. And sometimes they're not directed towards you. And if it offends you, stand up, say something, sure. There's nothing wrong with that. But keep in mind that we're in a state of change at the moment, so you can be the forefront of that change, by standing your ground. And if you have a huge, huge problem with it, because one individual that I'm speaking of did have a huge, huge problem with it, and it was not okay what happened, bring it up to somebody. And she did, which was really good because the other individual that was doing the sexual harassment, they got rid of him quick, fast, and in a hurry. And that's good, because we don't need that. We definitely don't need that, especially with young people. We need young people coming into these industries and trades, and more women are getting curious about the construction trade and coming in as tradespeople or engineers and architects and those kinds of things. And it's really good to see all sides, all people, all kinds of people, not just men and women, all people make the world go round, and it's nice to see. I love it. Yep. But yeah, I forewarned this individual and told him that if anything else, if nobody listens, come talk to me, because I will go talk to people and I will direct you to the people that you need to talk to. And we got it handled. Hey, Pirate Danny, welcome in. My dad gave me 3 rules to abide by once I started work. Better to be an hour early than a minute late. You get paid to do a job. You don't do it, you don't get paid, and then cover your... Yes, the CYA is really depends on the union from what I've seen. It does. And where we're at, Colorado is a little bit different than, let's say, the Midwest. As far as how they do things and how strong and tight-knit the groups are and things like that. But, it's changed. It is changing. That's the best part. Is it is changing, and it's changing for the better. And I don't know. I had a lot of old timers, man, that were grumpy and really just dickheads to work for is the best way I can describe it. I definitely don't want to be like that. I'm not like that, and so I try to help all these individuals as I can and where I can. And some of them take the help, and some of them just get a chip on their shoulder and tell me to pound sand, which is fine too. Electricity is cool. I read my dad's old textbook backwards and forwards when I was a kid. Just turned me off being rude about women on his team. Yeah, I completely understand that, man. I'm glad you did what you did to help. Yeah, we've got this chick. And I had a sneaky suspicion when I worked with her the first time that, she batted for the same team I bat for. That's a nice way to put it, right? And like the first night that we had to do a shutdown, we're owed a dinner by our company. And of course, we asked her where she wanted to go. And she wanted to go to a restaurant that, I don't know, objectifies women. And not one that I figured she would pick. But yeah, when we were in that restaurant all talking and carrying on and doing our thing, she was looking around and staring around and kind of worse than we were as construction workers. And cool lady. I have a good time. But I get along with most people. It's really, really not hard. It's not hard to be a good human being and get along with people. Yeah, she's definitely a cool person. And I have a lot of fun. It did make for a slightly awkward situation. So being in the position of which I am, my shovel's dead. And we did good. Look at what we got dug out. We didn't get this little section here, and we didn't get this big section here, but the rest of it is ready for mud. It looks cool. No, she, you never know what the situation at hand is going to be. And, I definitely never put myself in a position where things can get misconstrued. And nowadays, you can lose your job over saying the wrong thing to the wrong person, which, again, like the chat in Minecraft, can be good and bad. So as long as you're minding your own and you're not being completely belligerent with the things that you say, what's the harm? But do always try to pay attention to the world around you. Because you could say something, and maybe it wasn't meant. There was nothing meant by, I know I worked with somebody that was talking about weekend adventures at the house, and what is this one? This one's Silk Touch. Where be my... No. No, that is the right one. I only had one shovel. I thought I had two. No, we were, talking about the weekend adventures at the Houseland, and was just talking, and I said some things about what was going on and talking about my kids or something like that, and somebody got mad at what I said or how I handled a specific situation when it came to my kid. Like their car broke down, and, my two older kids are over the age of 18, and I made the one pay for all his things and then made him help me fix it, and they got upset about that. So people can get upset about some weird things, in my opinion. So yeah, you just gotta sometimes watch what you say, where you say it, to whom you say it. And it's all good. I think I got a pretty tight-knit group at the company that I work for. We all have worked together on many, many projects across the United States. We've spent countless hours in vehicles and on job sites with one another. We know how far we can take certain things, because sometimes we do razz each other a little rough. But we know when to back off. We know which topics are off the table. You know? There's certain things you just don't talk about. And it's all good. And sometimes that's all it takes. If somebody says something that offends you or makes you upset or makes you feel awkward or weird, sometimes, not always, but sometimes all it does take is a simple, hey man, like that's not cool, what you just said about that specific subject, you know? And that's the end of it. Can be the end of it. Where are we at time-wise? 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes and we hand it off to Mr. No-Tail. Then I'm going to go do some AFKing and probably try to stare at the back of my eyelids for a little while. See what they look like. Nah, there was another apprentice that came in. I think she has moved. The back is feeling great. Like 98%. My little brother's working towards being a journeyman. Job site he worked on turned him into a very stressful young man to be around. I don't think there is a stream box. We could make one though, right? No, there was another individual that was working for us, young female, and that's a tough situation to be in, I think, for them. Just because of you go in knowing there's a potential for things to be said and comments to be made and yada yada yada. But let's see. What do we want to do? That was the same thing I told them. If you have any issues or problems, go talk to somebody. No. Do we want to color it? Do we want to dye this thing? I think we're going to put in a piece of mycelium. Right? Because we did a bunch of digging. And we're just going to call this mud. Because that's what we're doing. This is mud. We do need to name this, but do we want to color it? Let's see, what is today? TB stream weekend. It is September 09/10. But yeah, we had an individual that was kind of like, what's the right word, goo-goo over this young lady, and was getting mad at people talking to her on the job site, which was really, really weird in its entirety, if I'm being honest. And I had to pull that individual aside and like, what are you doing? I guess we'll just dye it black. And then we're going to have to meet up with the no-tail in a couple of minutes. So let us go ahead and we're going to dump all the mycelium and the brown mushrooms because I don't care about them. We'll pack away the dirt. And then we need to get into Discord, right? Because our time is complete. Announcements have been made. Foxy is in the stream chat.
Hello.
Hello, Foxy. How you doing?
I'm alright. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Where would you like me? I did make a stream box. Where do you want me to drop that off?
Well, I am actually underneath Chaos Hill as we speak, so I can be wherever you need me to be.
I'll meet you on Chaos Hill?
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, that's a bit of a distance I've got to go. Oh, my goodness.
I got to fly through the
there.
nether.
I'm here. I'm ready.
And see, you beat me. You didn't have to go that far. I'm almost
No.
there.
Ah, I'm getting got by a spider though. Don't worry. I've got this. How hard could it be? There we go.
I'm popping through the portal now.
Oh, you'll come about at that one over there, won't you? At the fast travel portal.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll fly over to the hill, though.
Okay.
I see you.
Hello.
Hello, 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 hello.
It's me. How was your stream?
Pretty good. Just did some digging. Oh, I don't want the string.
That's not mud.
It's mud. That is mud.
Okay, I see. It's like that, is it?
Okay.
Right. Understood.
All right.
Okay.
We're gonna send everybody your way. Have a good stream, and we'll see you later.
Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day, whatever it is you do.
Alrighty. Okay. All right. We're gonna go to Foxy's stream. Oh my goodness. There's the chat. Streambox. Be soon. Thanks, app. Great stream. Yes. Let's go. Raid. Where? How does he do it? Where is Foxy No Tail? There's Loy. It is all okay, Foxy, No, and Tail are capitalized. We had to figure it out. I didn't know how. Did I spell it correctly? No Tail. There we go. All right, guys. Let's go over to Foxy. Thank you guys for being great chat members, and we will see you next time. If it does it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To Foxy!